About going on 400 years ago, there was a German preacher whose name was August Franke. And he founded an orphanage to care for homeless children of his area. And he learned a big lesson that I also had to learn in much the same way. Thank you for joining me today for our ministry moments. We actually want to use these as kind of a way of spiritual growth, that you can listen and perhaps be benefited and blessed, or perhaps it can be made into a part of your daily devotionals that you do privately. However it's used, it is our pleasure to present this to you. I hope you'll also join us on this same channel for the live stream worship service that we do at 10:45 right here in this sanctuary. And if you can't come to see us, at least see us later, because we live stream that, and you can tune it in anytime, just like anything that's live streamed. But let's get down to the story. Franke was visited one day by a woman, a destitute Christian woman, who absolutely needed some funds. And that's not just a 400-year-old problem, that's what happens here. She was begging for a ducat, which is just a gold coin. But because of his own and the financial position of his orphanage had to do, he didn't have that either. He couldn't give her a ducat. So he told her, "I'm sorry, but I just don't have it." And the woman, who was disheartened, of course, because that was her last chance, she began to weep. And she wept bitterly. And that crying began to turn Franke's heart around. Now, he was right. He couldn't spare it, but he at least had it. So after seeking God's guidance, he felt like the Holy Spirit wanted him to give her the money. Well, that meant he couldn't pay certain bills that he knew were coming due shortly. But 2 mornings later, he received a letter of thanks from the widow. She explained that because of his generosity, she had asked God to shower blessings upon him and upon his orphanage. That same day, Franke received 12 ducats, 12 times what he had given away. And it was from a wealthy woman. And then he got 2 more, making a total of 14, from a friend in Sweden. He thought that he had been amply awarded, but God wasn't through with him yet. Shortly, he was informed that the orphanage was going to receive 500 gold pieces from the estate of Prince Ludwig von Württemberg. And that's Dutch German, so I may not be saying it exactly right. And he couldn't believe it. He had given out 1 ducat, and then, way over 500 ducats, gold coins, had been given back. And of course, a gold coin is valuable in any generation, because gold has always been a precious metal. But think what that would be today. at the price of gold, well over $4,000, almost $5,000 an ounce. So when Franca heard about the donation, the last one, the 500 ducat one, he broke down too and wept for joy. In sacrificially providing for that needy widow, he and his orphanage had been enriched, not impoverished, but blessed. I mentioned that I had that happen to me one time. I had done a post-funeral service. It was a blessing of a headstone. And before I had even gotten to the car, I had been given a card that had the exact amount of what I needed to give to the church. Now, you might say, well, that's not a need. You can do it anytime. But it is to me, because I make a pledge to each year provide everything I pledge to give to God's church, and therefore to God. My prayer today is that you learn through generosity just how much God can provide. And you are going to be amazed if you just trust. I hope you have a blessed day today and a blessed weekend. I'll see you Sunday, and I'll see you next week.